Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're doing a bit of a deep dive, but our source material isn't some dense report or a thick book. Nope, it's this. A single web page for a company called AKD Construction4base. And we're going to see what kind of story it's really telling. I mean, think about it. We skim past dozens of websites every single day. But what happens when we actually stop and treat one like a clue? Like a piece of evidence in an investigation? What story is hiding there in plain sight? Well, that's the big question we're digging into today. All right, so let's get into it. Our investigation, it all kicks off with just this one single online clue, this digital breadcrumb, if you will. And I want to be super clear about this. We don't have any corporate reports, no fancy press kit, not even a basic About Us section to go on. Everything we're about to figure out, it's all coming from just this one page. And honestly, that limitation is what makes this so interesting. Okay, so right off the bat, the company seems pretty straightforward, right? The page tells us AKD Construction4base handles architectural planning, design, construction, and, hey, even training. It's really presenting itself as a complete, full-service, one-stop shop. So now, let's start peeling back the layers here. We're going to decode the services they're advertising. This is our first real peek into what this company actually does day to day. You know, the services a company lists, that's basically the foundation of their identity. The page lays them all out, and if we look closely, we can actually piece together the entire life cycle of a project, at least how they see it. So, they frame their whole process in these 4 really clear steps. And interestingly, they use the French terms. It all kicks off with études. That's your studies and planning phase. Then you've got conceptions, which is the design part. Next up is réalisations, which, just means the actual construction. And then, and this is pretty cool, formations, or training. That little addition suggests they're not just doing the work, they're also educating others in the field. And if we drill down even further, you start to see their specific hands-on skills. I mean, they're not just managing projects from a distance. They're getting their hands dirty with 2D and 3D planning, structural design, and even the interior architecture. This tells you they're all about that technical expertise. They're positioning themselves as architects and designers first, not just builders. Okay, but hold on. This is where the whole story kind of takes a sharp turn. If we only looked at what they do, we'd be missing the most important part, the real story. The big reveal on this webpage is all about how they want you to connect with them. Yeah, 8+. And no, that is not a typo. This one little webpage has over 8 different digital doorways to their business. Now, come on, that's not an accident. That is a very deliberate and very, very modern strategy. So what does that mean? It means this webpage isn't just some static digital business card. Not at all. It's an active, branching digital hub. It's designed to pull people in from whatever platform they're already comfortable using. And just look at this network. I mean, it's wild. You've got your standard Gmail address, sure, but then 3 separate Facebook presences, 2 different WhatsApp links, one for a direct chat and another for a channel, plus a YouTube channel, a TikTok account, and, of course, a pin on Google Maps. It's basically a masterclass in making yourself accessible. Okay, so we've got all the pieces of the puzzle laid out on the table. Let's start putting them together. Let's assemble the blueprint and really try to understand the strategy behind this whole communication web. And you know what? The key that unlocks this whole thing has been hiding in plain sight. It's right here in their tagline, Bâtir l'avenir ensemble. That translates to building the future together. And that word together, it's not just some fluffy marketing term. No, it's literally built into their digital strategy. They want to be together with you wherever you are online. And this right here just perfectly shows the massive shift in how businesses talk to us. The old way, super centralized. Here's our one phone number. Here's our one address. Call us. But the AKD model, it's totally decentralized. It's basically saying, oh, you're on Facebook? Cool, we're right here. Prefer WhatsApp? No problem, we're there too. Want to see our portfolio on YouTube or get a quick look on TikTok? We got you. So what started as a simple web page has turned into this really powerful case study. It's revealing a whole set of principles that are, frankly, essential for any business that wants to make it in this day and age. So what can we learn from this AKD model? Well, first,
Be where your customers are. It's that simple. Second, lower the barrier to that first contact. Make it almost ridiculously easy for them to reach out. Think of your digital footprint as your modern storefront, and definitely leverage social media, not just for visibility, but for building a real community. And through it all, have one unified message that ties that whole network together.
When you boil it all down, when you strip away all the links and platforms, the strategy is incredibly simple, but so powerful. The goal is just to be so present, so accessible, that if you're a potential customer looking for their services, you are simply impossible to miss.
And that really leaves us with one final thought, something to chew on. Looking at this model, you have to ask yourself, in this completely digital world we all live in, is your business, or even just your personal brand, is it truly everywhere your clients, your audience, your people are?